This is a demonstration of Mesh Unfolder 3. Here we see a hemispherical mesh design loaded that we're going to work on. There are various sample files we can look at to show us all the kind of thing we can deal with. Let's just load another mesh. Here we have something like a sail. Let's turn this around and just look at it. If we wanted to unfold that 3D surface, that's what Mesh Unfolder specializes in. It will unfold things that are flat, of course, but its speciality is to be able to take things that are curving in 3D and unfold them, and all we need to do is press the unfold button and it will unfold that. And there we have a flat pattern design that can be exported to CAD and used for manufacture. Now that's one design. Let's exit that and go back to the hemisphere just to show you what else can be done with this. Now with this hemisphere there is a split here down one side. If we unfold that, we see that it tries to flatten it, but there's a lot of 3D curvature in that, so it has to put a lot of stress into the material or stretch into the material to actually develop that. If we look at that in 3D, we see there's a strain indicator, and it's showing me the level of strain in the material, which is high in many places because of the stress, the stretch that I have to put the material through to actually unfold it. So we can do things to improve that, perhaps as you would in dressmaking. You make darts and that kind of thing. Let's make a dart by selecting the node mode and selecting a strip that we want to split apart. So that becomes a new split. Let's create another one of those by selecting the design, again node mode, and split from there to there. Tell it to split, and now if we unfold we have a different result with less stress in it. So if we look at the 3D view, and the strain indications have gone down, showing that the effect of putting darts in a design like that. So we can split it to our own preferences to get the result that we want. There's also the possibility what we can do here is recreate this. If we decide that's not good, we can recreate this and it will combine it all again. So there's no splits at all. This is just a single hemisphere. Now if I want to cause a separation or take a segment of this out, I can select from there to there to there, for example, and split that, and now I've got not one part but two parts. That's one part and that's the other part. Double select again. Now if I want to unfold this as the selected part, I can just say unfold. There it is, and the stress levels in that are going to be much lower. So that's one way of creating a 3D design, from inflatables, sails, upholstery, shoes, all kinds of things like that. In fact, let's have a look at shoe design. There is a shoe in the examples here. It's coming in from a DXF file, but it may come in from an STL. If you created it in a CAD system, you can usually dump out STL files in any CAD system. This will actually act also as an importer and import such as STL and OBJ and WAV files, and you can save them down as DXF, which is kind of a format that all CAD programs support. But there we have a shoe. If we want to unfold that, we just press the unfold and it will do whatever stretching is needed to get the best result. But to be quite honest, with this kind of 3D curvature, it would be better maybe to divide that into strips, unless the material is very flexible, and really it's a matter of choice on how you go about that, how you choose to do that. But in one moment this should complete, and there is the unfolded result with the border. If you press export, that data will go out to the CAD system, so you can then use it to manufacture. So that's a very quick overview of Mesh Unfolder.